For me, Neon Genesis Evangelion is more than just an incredible anime series. It's a deeply personal and meaningful story that has helped me navigate my own struggles with mental health and trauma. As someone who has dealt with depression and anxiety for much of my life, Shinji's struggles in the show deeply resonated with me. The way the show portrays the effects of trauma on the human psyche is both beautiful and harrowing, and it's helped me feel less alone in my own struggles. But what's truly remarkable about Evangelion is the way it doesn't just portray mental health struggles, but also provides a nuanced and empathetic look at the mental health issues of its other characters. Rei, for example, is a character who struggles with her own traumatic past and a sense of deep disconnection from the world around her. Seeing her struggle to connect with others, while also desperately wanting to, is something I could relate to on a very personal level. Asuka, on the other hand, has her own set of mental health issues, including a desperate need for validation and a tendency to lash out when she feels vulnerable. Seeing her struggle with these issues, while also trying to put on a tough exterior, reminded me of some of the ways I've tried to cope with my own struggles. But what's truly remarkable about Evangelion is the way it offers hope even in the face of all this darkness. Despite everything the characters go through, they continue to strive for connection and meaning, even if they don't always succeed. What makes Evangelion's story so beautiful to me is the way it shows that even when we feel broken and alone, we can still find ways to connect with others and find meaning in our lives. Of course, it's impossible to talk about Evangelion without acknowledging the ways in which the creator's own life influenced the show. Hideaki Anno has been open about his struggles with depression and how they influenced the creation of the show. Anno has said that he wanted to make a show that reflected the feelings of emptiness and despair he felt, and that's exactly what he did. The show's use of religious imagery and themes of existentialism and nihilism all speak to Anno's own struggles and search for meaning. In the end, Neon Genesis Evangelion is a show that speaks to the deepest parts of the human experience. It's a beautiful and complex story about mental health and trauma that has helped countless people, including myself, feel seen and understood. Today we will be talking about Shinji. Shinji Ikari is the main protagonist of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and his character arc is one of the most complex and fascinating in all of anime. Throughout the series, Shinji struggles with depression, anxiety, and a deep sense of loneliness and isolation. But over the course of the show, he undergoes a significant transformation, becoming a more self-assured and empathetic person. At the beginning of the show, Shinji is a deeply troubled young man who is forced to pilot an Eva, a giant mecha, in order to fight off monstrous beings called angels. He is withdrawn, insecure, and has a strained relationship with his father, who is also the commander of the organization that runs the EVA program. As the series progresses, Shinji's struggles with mental health become more pronounced, and he frequently questions whether he should continue piloting the EVA. However, despite his initial reluctance, Shinji gradually becomes more invested in the EVA program and the people around him. He develops close relationships with his fellow pilots, Asuka and Rei, and begins to understand the importance of their mission. He also learns more about his father's past and the reasons why he is so distant, which helps him to reconcile with him to some degree. One of the most significant moments in Shinji's character arc comes in episode 16, when he is forced to confront the fact that he has been running away from his problems. He is faced with a situation where he must either take action or risk losing everything he cares about, and he chooses to fight back. This moment marks a turning point in Shinji's character development as he begins to take more agency in his life and become more assertive. However, this newfound confidence is short-lived, as Shinji is dealt a series of devastating blows. His relationship with his father deteriorates once again, and he is forced to confront the fact that his mother's death may have been connected to the EVA program. He also learns that he is a clone of his father's former partner, adding another layer of confusion and betrayal to his already complicated feelings. Despite all of these setbacks, Shinji continues to fight, and his perseverance pays off in the show's final episodes. He is faced with an existential crisis that forces him to question the nature of reality itself, but he ultimately chooses to reject nihilism and embrace the importance of human connection. In the show's final moments, he reaches out to his fellow pilots asking for their help and support. In many ways, Shinji's character arc is a reflection of the themes of the show as a whole. The series explores the ways in which trauma and mental health struggles can impact a person's sense of self-worth and connection to others. But it also offers a message of hope, suggesting that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, it is possible to find meaning and connection in the world.